often children and adults with disabilities get the answer no. So often you can't do this, you're not eligible to do that, you're not qualified to do this. In Special Olympics, where the organization says, what do you want to do? And we're going to figure out how to make it happen for you. And our coaches, our volunteers are dedicated to the success of our athletes. I'm Nate Garland, Chief Operating Officer of Special Olympics Pennsylvania. The Special Olympics Pennsylvania Summer Games is the state's largest event here at State College, brought to you by Sheets. We've got over 1,700 athletes from all around the state converging on State College this weekend for an amazing sports competition. But in addition to that, our athletes get life-changing opportunities in the areas of health, leadership, education, and probably have some of the most incredible friendships. This is almost like a reunion for so many of our athletes. Just a really special weekend on the calendar.
I got two.
So do a lot of athletes carry this on year over year?
Not everyone. This is a true sports competition, so athletes have been competing this spring, and all of them had to qualify to get here. Their teams, whether you're playing softball or you're swimming or running track, you had to win a gold medal to get here. But a lot of these athletes are fiercely competitive and have been participating for years, and we see a lot of the same faces on an annual basis.
I think the best thing about all of this is hang out with the teammates, hang out with the athletes, and hang out with just the people. The people of Special Olympics is awesome. Once you get to know them, you become friends.
How do they get involved with Special Olympics?
Yeah, we're probably the state's largest sports organization when you really think about it. This is a grassroots movement. It's in every community in the state of Pennsylvania. Athletes are signing up, playing 21 Olympic-style sports here. We've got every sport this year in the spring. We've got equestrian, golf, softball, aquatics, gymnastics, track and field, tennis. I'm not sure if I'm missing one here this spring, but our athletes are competing this spring in every community across the state of Pennsylvania. Those who really want to get to summer games have to compete in a number of competitions in their community, qualify to go to a regional competition, and if they're lucky enough and have a good enough season, they find their way here to State College.
How competitive is it out there?
I mean, it's competitive. And I heard that if you win gold, you will put your name into the national level. I am competing in basketball, which is actually one of the fun events that Special Olympics Pennsylvania is offering during the summer. It teaches me how teamwork is all about, how leadership is being made into things.
This is actually year 5 if we're doing basketball and for the sport, and my 7th in Special Olympics overall. It's my passion. I'm really good at it, and I hope I can get better tonight, this weekend.
What do you like about basketball?
Well, it's a team sport. It's all about teamwork and all. It really gives you mind. I mean, it clears my mind off of things, and I really know how to go for the gold for this one.
Nice job, Matthew! Nice job, Owen!
We'll talk a little bit more about the atmosphere. What's it like at one of the competitions? I know you said they're competitive, but what's it like with the fans and everybody there?
Well, we like to use the word joy, but that doesn't diminish the pride and the fierce competitors that our athletes are. They want to win, right? They want gold medals, they want silver medals, they want bronze medals. This competition this weekend actually is a qualifying event for the 2026 U.S. National Games in Minnesota. So the amplification of competition will be a little more fierce this year because there's a lot of athletes who want to be on Team PA and go to Minneapolis in 2026.
I'm really happy that Pennsylvania has opportunities that really not just Pennsylvania but all of the nation have for all these amazing athletes that would like to do something like this today.
All right, everyone, up and out here. Come on. I really like the opening ceremonies. I'm honored to do the MC thing. This is going to be awesome.
Well, you mentioned some of the sports that are featured here, but I know there's a lot of other activities, events, some pageantry involved with all this. So tell us about some of the things around the sports.
Yeah, well, we're kicking off here tonight. We're at beautiful Medler Field. You can see the beautiful baseball field in the backdrop here. We've got opening ceremonies tonight, which will highlight all 1,650 of our athletes parading into the stadium. They'll be accompanied by our law enforcement torch run partners, one of our biggest partnerships statewide. Law enforcement will be carrying the flame of hope, lighting the cauldron here to kick off the games tonight, and it really just kicks off a celebration. We talked about sports for sure, but they get access to health options. We've got health screening going on over at our Healthy Athletes Village. There's an Olympic town park where there's food and fun and dancing and lots of things for our athletes to buy and interact with each other. There's just so much going on here. And of course, the community is super involved here. We're anticipating about 1,500 volunteers coming out throughout the weekend here. The Penn State campus leadership, but the Penn State community really has embraced this event and are fully involved in every aspect of it.
Up to bat, David.
Talk more about your volunteer force and the staff that help put this on. What does it take to do an event like this?
Well, this is a pretty major event here. We've got a dedicated volunteer committee who works year-round. I mean, we'll celebrate a little bit when we're done here and enjoy the summer, but the committee is back at it late summer, early September, and start planning for next year. There's about 60 committee members strong here for every sport competition, every element of the event. There's an opening ceremonies committee. Really dedicated community members here that are committed to this. But we're at our core, we're a grassroots movement. So it's not just the volunteers here. It's the volunteers who will come out this weekend and hold a stopwatch at a track or a pool, or maybe they're helping scorekeep at a softball game, a basketball game. So many volunteer opportunities. And then filling these stands with our athletes are our volunteer coaches who are coming around the state. We are probably the largest grassroots sports organization in the state. We couldn't do it without our incredible volunteers.
What would you say to somebody who's thinking about doing Special Olympics? What advice would you give them?
For those of you watching at home, if you want to participate in Special Olympics, do not give up. When has impossible ever stopped you? Never.
I would say to all the athletes that, they think that nothing is possible. It is possible. Back in 2018, I didn't know if Special Olympics was Special Olympics was a thing. I didn't realize how special it was, how great it was to be a part of something great. And now, 2 years later, I became a social media ambassador, a youth ambassador, unified ambassador, and all these awesome things that they gave me. I think for all the athletes that really want to do this, you can. I did it 11 years ago, and it's just an amazing experience. It changed my life forever.
Never give up. Never give in. Show your grits. Show your guts. Be the leader you would follow. Win, but if you cannot win, be brave in the attempt.
Go, Haley!
Sports is transformational. Certainly we want all of our athletes to run faster, jump higher, score more baskets, all those personal bests. But it's really sports that gives these athletes and their families the opportunity to demonstrate skills to the community, to themselves, to build confidence. That really kind of transforms their lives, right? We're building communities of dignity and respect through the transformational power of sports. And we hear so often from so many of our family members and our athletes that Special Olympics has changed their life. While we're celebrating the 1,650 athletes who are going to be in the stands here today, and we have so many other competitions year-round, for every one athlete, there's still 27 on the sidelines, and we have such an opportunity to get more athletes involved. So we're constantly looking to make sure people understand who we are, what we do, the impact we're making, and let people know that our programs are free and charged to our athletes and families, and check us out at www.specialolympicspa.org.